this video today, I will be whispering closely to the microphone as I tap on various items from around my home. So feel free to sit back and relax as I tap and whisper. So, some of the triggers you see today will be new, and some of the triggers you see today will be old. I wanted to fuse them together, and I will be whispering and rambling as I do so. The first trigger is this delicious yellow pepper. I love peppers, raw or cooked. I love all peppers, red, yellow, orange, and green. This pepper is actually getting eaten tonight with some really yummy fajitas. The smell of peppers alone is so fragrant and pleasant. I'll try to do a little bit of varied tapping. I know a lot of people like to see the microphone, so I'll try to, of course, keep it in the shot for you today. This is the Blue Yeti today. If there's ever just one microphone by itself, it's probably the Blue Yeti, and if there is more of a binaural sound, it'll be the Rhodes. And if there's ears, it's the 3DM. So thank you so much for your feedback for the video that I made about misophonia. It was incredible to hear the amount of people who actually have misophonia, and thank you all who let me know what your misophonia triggers are. So interesting. There were even a lot of triggers where I thought to myself, I think I've been in a situation where I've experienced the same thing, the same frustration. So I hope that we can explore that topic a little bit more. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video recently called ASMR Triggers That Give Me Misophonia, and I display all of the triggers that give me misophonia. Oh, this pepper smells incredible. It's so fantastic. Do you like peppers? Some people do, some people don't. I am not the bravest soul when it comes to spicy peppers. However, even though they taste delicious. So this has been the first video that I've made in a few weeks. I know that I've uploaded pretty recently, regularly. I know that I've uploaded pretty regularly. However, I've had like an eye condition, so beautiful and satisfying. Genuinely, I always say how happy I am to go there because everything there is so good. Okay, so I think we tapped on this pepper long enough. So a new trigger is this tiny little eyeshadow palette by e.l.f. So I love shimmery eyeshadows and have only heard wonderful things about the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadows, and I needed a yellow eyeshadow, so I got this set. This is only $3 for these 4 eyeshadows, and this set is the hot jalapeno set, and it has this pretty gold, green, dark green, and it's hard to see into these lights, like an off black almost. So there's 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, and as you probably can tell, I love shimmery eyeshadows. I like them because they're a little bit more full of personality than mattes, and mattes can also be a real pain to work with. So, but I love the sound this makes. I'd love to make just a finger pad tapping video too, just dedicated to finger pad tapping. I like that sound. So I think I'll do a little bit of each in today's video. Sometimes I have to remind myself to do different sounds like that, but it should be okay. So for my first video pack recording, I just wanted to do something nice and simple and relaxing, and so many people like just the nice ramble whispers and tapping assortments anyway, so I really appreciate that, thank you. I have a Welsh flag that I kind of want to put up behind me for a video on Welsh facts, because I'm actually shocked after 360 odd videos that I haven't done a video about Wales. So I kind of wanted to do that because, well, Wales is a really interesting place. It's my birthplace. I'm really, really proud of it too, because it's such an amazing place, and so many authors and whatnot have taken such deep inspiration from the history of Wales. For example, did you know that St. Patrick was actually Welsh? I didn't know that until recently. We also have the best flag in the world. It's a dragon. It's fun. So I hope you're all doing well. Staying safe. Hopefully we'll get some warmer weather soon. face mask with a mask applicator. I actually saw this in one of Dr. Dre's videos recently, and whilst I won't be using it for my skin, I really wanted to see how it would be for like a skin mannequin video. I guess it seemed really interesting. Offers intense hydration to revitalize smooth and softened skin. Helps with reducing fine lines and wrinkles. 15-minute facial therapy. This was $1. Global Beauty Care Gold Gel Face Mask is a luxurious anti-aging skin treatment. Infused with gold, it is known to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles by firming and toning the skin. In addition, it offers intense hydration to revitalize, smooth, and soften your skin. Pamper yourself with the luxury of gold for a flawless, luminous, and radiant looking complexion. pH balanced, hypoallergenic, not tested on animals, for all skin types. To use, thoroughly clean and dry your face. Dip applicator into jar and scoop a desired amount. Spread evenly over face, avoiding eyes and lips. Wear mask for 10 to 15 minutes for best results. Make sure to wash off all remaining residue immediately after treatment, as leaving on longer can cause an allergic reaction. Refrain from using if you have sensitive skin or allergic to any ingredients listed in the ingredient panel. Recommended usage 2 to 3 times a week. Clean applicator after every use. Rinse clean with warm water and mild soap. Shake off excess water and gently pat to dry applicator against a clean towel. Interesting to think that why would an allergic reaction only start after 15 minutes? I mean, surely you can have quicker allergic reactions than that, right? I don't know. It's an interesting thing that they also have a silver one too, but it's a fun little product, you know. Let's do some sticky tapping. Massively underrated trigger. Really want to focus on the sounds of this video whilst I'm surrounded by the pleasant aroma of that pepper. I have an orange one in the bag too because I was deciding which one to tap on. Let me know, by the way, which triggers you like in this video. Because the feedback you give me for the triggers normally affects if the trigger shows up again. Such a good sound. Okay. So this object is just for a purely different texture. Nothing really interesting to it. So I think I'm going to get Ni no Kuni 2. I completely forgot about that game, and I was playing other games for such a long time that I forgot about Ni no Kuni 2, so I think I'm going to get that and give it a go. I beat Final Fantasy CC7 a couple months ago, and that was a good game. But just because I've been playing WoW for so long, I want to try out a different game. Not that there's really anything wrong with WoW, it's just I think it's very good to play different games. So, for those that are interested, I'm on 421 or 22 mounts now. I got the Snowstorm mount from the Heroic BlizzCon Collector's Edition. And rarely do I like mounts, but that one's so good because it has a summoning animation and a really pretty animation mount special. So no regrets on that. I also like it because it feels like a tribute to the Blizzard Bear from like 12 years ago or something. So for people like me who didn't play back then, it's nice to be able to have like my version of a Blizzard Bear. So really happy with that. And BlizzCon just happened recently, which is the gaming company Blizzard's convention, sort of like how Nintendo have a games convention and Sony do and Xbox and whatnot. And they showed off some extra stuff for Shadowlands, but I was more excited for Diablo 4 and Diablo 2. I've only ever played 3, but it was so much fun. So I'm so excited for number 4 and to play number 2. Really, really excited. My favourite part about 3 though has to have been the treasure goblins. It's such a good game. I think I'm going to go back and play that. Because it was just so fun. Rarely do you look at a game, or at least I do, where starting over seems like a chore and like, why would you do that? But for Diablo, I'm really excited to play again. I've been leveling my priest lately, and the first 25 levels are nice, but like when you hit 30 onwards, it's so slow. I'm on level 46 as we speak. I will have every cloth wearer by that point at level 50, because I have a warlock and a mage already. So I want to add a priest to the group. And I did try to level my priest to level 50 for another chance at the big love rocket mount from Warcraft this year, but I didn't do it in time. Because I don't want to, burn myself out from a game that I really enjoy. So I've been, leveling contently. But I should be like level 50 tomorrow. I have every holiday event mount now, luckily, somehow. In just 1 or 2 holidays worth of playing, minus the Big Love Rocket, but then again some people have been playing WoW for, 13 years and haven't gotten it, so I'm not, holding my breath has the lowest drop rate of pretty much anything in the game. It's very, very low. I think you have a 1 in 3,300 chance. Maybe it's higher than that, I don't know, but it's crazy. If you see anybody with that amount, it's very prestigious. Because you can only get it for 2 or less weeks a year on level 50 or more characters, and the drop rate's so low. I've had, I think, I have a mage, a paladin, a demon hunter, a hunter, and a warlock, so that's 5. I've had 5 attempts a day. Some people have like 25, 35 ults that they do that with a day, so that's crazy. Okay, I'm just going to move on to the next tapping trigger. So I'm going to move on to more ThinkPad tapping for now. This is a YuGiOh Duck. So I know I haven't made a YuGiOh Duck unboxing in a little bit, but I will be making a new one soon for you. I just got the most recently released structure deck and it should be here tomorrow, so I will make that then. I don't know if I'll do soft-spoken or whispered. A lot of the time, I'll base a video off of what my throat is comfortable to do. Because believe it or not, whispering for a certain amount of time or soft-speaking for a certain amount of time can be a fair bit tough on the vocal cords. Crazy, I know that just some whispering can do that, but it's true. So, we'll see how my vocal cords are tomorrow. This is the Saga of Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck. I like doing the gentle tapping on this. Okay, so good to move on now to the next trigger. This one's so good. Remember this one? The Bouncy Ball. This one works really, really well with fast tapping. Because if you do the slow tapping, it's okay, but it feels more like textured scratching. But we'll be fair and we'll give everyone a go. Love this sound. I'm just going to move it all around the microphone. All around the microphone. So I know I've done quite a few role plays lately. Thank you so much for watching those. I love making them. But I think I'm going to do a few sound assortments. Just because I think that would be really, really nice. Break up the regular schedule. I should definitely make a favorite triggers of mine video. I ordered some new triggers from online, so I'm really, really excited for those. I love finding new items to make sounds with. So, Lush just introduced their new US Easter collection, and I'm so excited for it. I miss the bunch of carrots because I had a really nice, refreshing scent, but they didn't bring it back this year. But they have this bath bomb called Eggy Wig. It has these little eggs in it, and they have another one called the Owl and the Pussycat, and it's an owl and a cat in a boat. It's just so great. And they have Funfetti lip scrub, and with this weather I really, really need lip scrub, so I might get that one. I don't know. I'm not super keen on things that taste like cake, because cake is a very sugary, sickly food, especially foods that think they taste like cake, like they just go over the top with it. Such a good trigger. Let's do some slow tapping with it. There we go. I almost have to slow myself down. So, I think I might pick up a couple. I think I should make a Lush roleplay. I love making those. I think maybe I could cut off a little bit of each bath bomb and do some tiny demos or something. I think that could be fun. Just looking at all the triggers around me, and in any other workspace this would look so weird. It's never a dull day to make an ASMR video. It's always so fun. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next trigger now. That's always a great one though, I love that. Next. Inspired by the incredible Sophie ASMR Planet. This is a box of kids' makeup. She uses kids' makeup a lot for Mannequin videos and videos in general. little pink eyeshadow, blue eyeshadow, and a rosy red, and another clip, this pink clip, this blue glitter. Glitter's so fun. And then we have two at the same, I think, lipsticks or blushes or whatever you want to use them for. Pink and red. And it comes with your little eyeshadow applicator and your little brush beneath it. So cute. It has a hot lock on the top. This is so cute. Happy product. It's cute. So I'm gonna be using this, but for this video, just some gentle tapping. We'll do some gentle finger pad tapping on this now. I remember having kids' makeup like this when I was little. It had like no pigment to it, but it was still so fun to play with. I love that a trigger like tapping can be so versatile. Okay, so now I'm going to be moving on to the next trigger. The next trigger that I have is an apple, but it's not an apple. It's actually a candle, because if apples look like this, I would be disturbed. No, it's a candle. I thought it might be interesting to use in a video at one point. It doesn't smell of anything, I think it's just for show. Looks pretty, pretty real for a fake apple, but like a lot of really good work went into this. I'm sure I'll do some more candle store roleplays this year. I'm always excited to make those. this briefly, just because it's almost just like crunching sound. And it's not a very consistent sound. It's a very pretty design. This reminds me to sit down and make some more of those mosaic videos, because I have a bunch of butterfly designs left over. Those are really relaxing to make. I'm gonna make those again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, they're just some really nice, long top-down videos where I build a butterfly mosaic. I'll leave a link in the description for you. I'd recommend it. Okay. So now, extra is kind of random, but I liked it for the sound. This is a can of Pringles. There you go. There you go. It has a hollow tube and a plastic top, so it has some varied sounds to it. This is a new flavour they've come out with their scorching range. I think it's like chili lime, maybe. I think, and they have cheddar and barbecue. I tried the cheddar, it's pretty good. Tried the barbecue, it's pretty good, but I think I just prefer the original ones a bit more, honestly. But I was tapping on these Pringles before, as you do, and I like the sound. There won't be any eating sounds. use the brain because it makes these lovely, textured, gradual tapping sounds where even if you're tapping or scratching, it sounds the same. Tingles, 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 tingles. Tingles, 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 tingles. Tingles, 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 tingles. Tingles, 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 tingles. Tingles, tingles, tingles. What if I put it over the microphone and sort of tapped around it? It's an authentic brain tapping experience, you know. Deep concentration. Okay. So now let's move on to the next trigger. Next up we have the tapping wooden mannequin. We did intentionally put the wooden mannequin in this position. I don't think I'll be changing it. It sort of makes a hollow, more metallic sound than wood, so I'm gonna tap on this briefly just because I'm not sure about this trigger, honestly. I think this might be better with slow tapping. Let me know what you think. I'm really curious because I don't know if this works or not. videos today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Quite a lot of tapping triggers. Hopefully there is a trigger that tapping enthusiasts enjoyed. The mannequin's leg seems to be the tappiest part, I think. And we'll do one more trigger after this. Okay, so now let's move on to the final tapping trigger. He's been in front of the camera this whole time. So for the final trigger today, I think we're going to go with an old classic. And that is the apple. It has a lovely, unique sound. I've used it a whole bunch of times. Arts and crafts stores, which is where I got this, have some amazing items for ASMR videos. I love this because it's a really clear, understood trigger, and it's easy to tap on because some objects can be quite awkward, but this one's pretty good. So we'll finish off with a little bit